Some say sweeping at night brings loss and misfortune. But is there any truth to this belief? For generations, warnings have been passed down, cautioning against cleaning after sunset. Is this just a cultural superstition, or does Islam truly forbid it? Understanding the difference between traditional and authentic Islamic teachings is essential. Islam is a religion of knowledge, not myths, and every aspect of life, no matter how small, can carry spiritual significance when done with the right intention. Let's explore what the Quran, Hadith, and Islamic wisdom say about this practice. Does sweeping at night affect Baraka, blessings? Is there a hidden wisdom behind this belief, or is it simply a misconception? By the end, you'll have clarity, confidence, and a deeper appreciation for how Islam guides even our daily habits with balance and wisdom. Why do some people believe sweeping at night brings loss or misfortune? The belief that sweeping at night causes loss or misfortune is common in many cultures, but its origins are more practical than spiritual. In the past, homes were dimly lit, relying on candles, oil lamps, or moonlight. Unlike today, where we have bright electric lights, sweeping at night meant people could accidentally sweep away valuable items like coins, jewelry, or small belongings without noticing. Losing something important due to poor visibility created financial setbacks, leading people to discourage nighttime sweeping out of caution. Over generations, this practical concern evolved into a superstition, with some believing that sweeping at night chases away wealth or invites bad luck. However, these ideas stem from cultural traditions rather than Islamic teachings. In some societies, elders pass down the idea that sweeping at night angers unseen spirits or disrupts household blessings. But Islam does not support such fears. Our faith teaches that everything happens by the will of Allah, not due to myths or superstitions. So, while the historical reasoning behind this belief is understandable, it's important to separate cultural customs from Islamic guidance and rely on authentic Hadith and Quranic wisdom instead. What do Islamic teachings say? Islam places a strong emphasis on cleanliness, order, and personal hygiene. It is not just a worldly practice, but a spiritual responsibility. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Cleanliness is half of faith." Sahih Muslim. This hadith highlights that maintaining a clean and organized environment, whether during the day or night, is a part of our Iman faith. Islam does not prohibit sweeping at night. Rather, it encourages cleanliness at all times. What truly matters is our intention behind it. However, some weak narrations suggest avoiding sweeping at night, associating it with loss or harm. But these narrations are classified as daif, weak, meaning they lack strong authenticity and cannot be used as the basis for any strict ruling in Islam. The Quran and authentic Sunnah remain our ultimate sources of guidance, and neither forbids sweeping at night. In Islam, our daily actions, even simple ones like cleaning our homes, can become acts of worship if done with the right intention. Instead of fearing cultural superstitions, we should focus on maintaining cleanliness, practicing gratitude, and trusting in Allah's wisdom rather than baseless myths. The power of intention in Islam. In Islam, intention, niyyah, is what transforms an ordinary act into an act of worship. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are judged by intentions." Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. This means that even a simple task like sweeping can become an act of ibadah, worship, if done with the right mindset. Imagine you're cleaning your home, but instead of seeing it as just a chore, you shift your intention. I am maintaining cleanliness because it is part of my faith. I am creating a peaceful space for my family where they can rest and worship comfortably. I am removing dust and clutter to make my home a place of Baraka, blessings. With this perspective, an everyday task earns reward from Allah. Even the smallest actions, when done with sincerity, can carry immense spiritual value. Islam teaches us to live with purpose, to be mindful of our deeds, and to seek Allah's pleasure in everything we do. So, whether you sweep in the morning or at night, what matters most is your niyyah. Because in the end, it is our intentions that bring true reward and barakah into our lives. A clean home invites blessings. In Islam, cleanliness is directly linked to barakah, blessings. A clean and organized home creates an environment of peace, tranquility, and spiritual well-being. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, emphasized this by saying, "Indeed, Allah is pure and loves purity. He is clean and loves cleanliness." Tirmidhi. When our homes are tidy, free from dust and clutter, they become more welcoming for prayer, reflection, and family unity. A disorganized or unclean space, on the other hand, can contribute to stress, negativity, and distractions. Just as we perform wudu, ablution, before salah to maintain physical and spiritual purity, keeping our homes clean is a way of honoring the blessings Allah has given us. A well-kept home also prepares the heart for acts of worship. Imagine praying in a clean, fresh space versus one that is messy and chaotic. Your focus and serenity will naturally be greater in an orderly environment. By sweeping and maintaining cleanliness, whether during the day or at night, we invite Baraka, peace, and a sense of harmony into our lives. It is not just about hygiene. It is about creating a home filled with positivity, gratitude, and the remembrance of Allah. Breaking free from superstitions, Islam is a religion of knowledge, wisdom, and faith in Allah, not fear of baseless superstitions. Many cultures have passed down beliefs that sweeping at night brings loss, bad luck, or disturbs unseen spirits, but these ideas have no foundation in Islam. Our actions should be guided by the Quran and Sunnah, not by myths that create unnecessary fear. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "And upon Allah let the believers rely." Surah Al-Imran 3:122. Superstitions often come from historical circumstances or misunderstandings, but when people believe in them without proof, they can fall into false fears and unnecessary restrictions in life. Islam teaches us to place complete trust in Allah, knowing that nothing can harm or benefit us except by His will. If you've ever hesitated to sweep at night due to cultural warnings, let go of these fears and remind yourself that cleanliness is a part of faith at any time of day or night. Instead of following baseless traditions, let's rely on Islamic guidance. Seek Allah's blessings and live with peace and confidence, free from superstitions that have no place in our deen. Practical wisdom in Islam is a religion of balance, ease, and practicality. It does not impose unnecessary restrictions on daily life, but instead encourages wisdom and moderation in all that we do. The Prophet Muhammad taught us to live with both faith and common sense, ensuring that our actions align with both spiritual and practical benefits. When it comes to sweeping at night, Islam does not prohibit it. If cleaning in the evening is more convenient for you due to work, family commitments, or personal preference, then it is perfectly fine. What matters most is that we maintain cleanliness and order, as these are qualities loved by Allah. However, Islam also teaches us to be mindful and careful in our actions. If sweeping at night, it's wise to ensure that valuable items aren't accidentally discarded, just as people in the past were cautious due to dim lighting. A simple way to infuse spirituality into daily tasks is by saying Bismillah before sweeping and making a dua for Baraka in your home. This transforms an ordinary chore into an act of worship, reminding us that even in everyday tasks, we can seek Allah's blessings and rewards. There is no authentic hadith that prohibits sweeping at night. The belief that it brings loss or misfortune comes from cultural traditions, not Islam. Islam emphasizes intention, cleanliness, and gratitude in all aspects of life. Superstitions should not guide our actions. Only the Quran and Sunnah should. So, the next time you pick up a broom at night, don't let fear stop you. Instead, use this moment to be mindful, thank Allah for your home, and make it a space filled with barakah. Final reflection. As we conclude, let's reflect on the timeless wisdom of Islam. Our faith is built on knowledge, balance, and trust in Allah, not on fears, myths, or superstitions. The Prophet Muhammad taught us, cleanliness is half of faith. Sahih Muslim. This simple yet powerful statement reminds us that cleaning our homes is more than just a routine chore. It is an act of gratitude, discipline, and spiritual purification. Whether we sweep in the morning, afternoon, or at night, what truly matters is our intention and our commitment to cleanliness. Superstitions about sweeping at night have no basis in Islam. Instead of following cultural beliefs that limit our actions based on fear, we should rely on authentic teachings from the Quran and Sunnah. When we let go of unfounded worries and focus on pleasing Allah, our hearts feel lighter and our homes become places of peace, barakah, and tranquility. So the next time you pick up a broom, sweep with confidence, say Bismillah, and trust that Allah's blessings come from faith, cleanliness, and positive intentions, not from avoiding actions based on myths. May Allah bless your home and heart with purity and peace. Ameen.